Please don't stop the music.
Good afternoon, Mr. Snyder.
Good afternoon, Mr. Fabio. How can I help you?
Did you read the article of Nature Insight?
Well, actually, I did read it. It was a very interesting topic. It dealt with drug addictions. And if I'm not mistaken, it was written back in 2015 by a professor from the Cambridge University in the UK, right? So, what I found interesting is that he compared and he tested the different levels of cocaine in the rats. So, Fabio, what effects did you read last about this article?
I read that the dopamine levels on healthy rats were higher than drug-using rats because they had brain damage.
So, so you're telling me that the longer or the more the rats were exposed to cocaine or any other drugs, they were affected by it?
Yeah, they presented irreparable brain damage.
Oh, okay then. So, I read also that 500,000 people from the UK are addicted to type A drugs and drugs like cocaine, marijuana, etc. Right? So, Fabio, what are your personal opinions on these types of drugs?
Well, my personal opinion on this type of drugs is mostly related to their personalities, as the article showed that impulsive people have a bigger tendency to use drugs or have a predisposition to in using them.
Yeah, I know, right? I get that. But then, what is your personal opinion? Personal opinion, right? On, or what do you think about drugs? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's good?
Well, on my personal opinion, type A or class A drugs, they are, of course,
Damaging.
damaging
Right, I know,
for our
right?
body because they can make
Cause brain damage, right?
yeah, cause brain damage and other regions of the body like the heart and other.
I know, right? So, what types of experiences dealing with drugs have you passed through, my friend?
Well, I haven't have an experience with drugs, but I have a lot of friends who had them, and
Who have taken drugs, right?
yeah, and in what we can conclude is that they had damage
In their
induced
brains.
in their body, even in the short term. And
I know, right? I had a friend that his nervous system was damaged by the excessive use of drugs. So, Fabio, Fabio, what can you tell me about these types of drugs that were used in the investigation? What can you tell me about the rats?
well, as the article showed, even rats who are regularly based subject
Mhm.
on drug usage, they show that they even also can have addiction.
I know, right? So previously I read something about that, and I didn't understand that it was something that the rats that were exposed to higher levels of cocaine and other drugs were damaged more than, or were more susceptible to other types of diseases apart from the ones that were caused by the drugs, right? So, Fabio, I want to end by telling you something that I found on the internet, right? I deals with a quote stated by Johnson, and it says that life doesn't require that we be the best, only that we try our best. Don't you agree with it?
Yeah, I do agree with that quote.